Have you ever watched a franchise torture itself in real time, desperately trying to choose between loyalty and legacy while the clock ticks mercilessly toward mediocrity? Welcome to the Los Angeles Lakers' current predicament, where every Austin Reaves trade rumor feels like another dagger through the heart of a fan base already bleeding purple and gold. The Lakers find themselves trapped in basketball purgatory, caught between LeBron James' championship window rapidly slamming shut and the uncomfortable reality that their most beloved role player might be their only ticket to relevance. It's a scenario so painfully dramatic that even Hollywood couldn't script it better. In perhaps the most eyebrow-raising development of the summer, Sports Illustrated's Ben Steinar has floated the idea of the Boston Celtics acquiring Bronny James from the Lakers. Yes, you read that correctly. The team, facing a transitional season due to Jason Tatum's Achilles injury, potentially trading for the son of their former nemesis. Steinar's reasoning centers around Bronny's need for development away from the suffocating pressure of playing alongside his legendary father. He would still be able to play for one of the most iconic franchises, but would be away from the pressure that comes with playing next to his father in Los Angeles. Steinar wrote, "The statistics tell a sobering story of Bronny's NBA struggles. In 27 appearances last season, he managed just 2.3 points per game while shooting a dismal 31% from the floor and 28% from three-point range. However, his G League performance painted a dramatically different picture. 21.9 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 5.3 assists per game with much improved shooting percentages. The Celtics have built a reputation as a development machine, transforming players like Peyton Pritchard and Sam Hauser into valuable contributors while nurturing superstars like Tatum and Jaylen Brown. For Bronny, Boston could represent the fresh start his career desperately needs, away from a microscope of Los Angeles and the impossible expectations that come with the James surname. But if the Bronny speculation seems far-fetched, the Giannis Antetokounmpo rumors border on the fantastical. Alex Kirschenbaum's Blockbuster proposal would see the Lakers package Austin Reaves, Dalton Connect, multiple draft picks, and salary filler for the two-time MVP currently locked into a $175 million contract with Milwaukee. LeBron's agent Rich Paul has made their position crystal clear. LeBron wants to compete for a championship. He knows the Lakers are building for the future. He understands that, but he values a realistic chance of winning it all. This statement perfectly encapsulates the Lakers' impossible balancing act between present ambitions and future stability. The mathematics of such a trade are staggering. Los Angeles would sacrifice their 2031 first-rounder, 2032 second-rounder, and swap rights for multiple years, essentially mortgaging their entire future for one final championship push. It's the kind of all-or-nothing gamble that either creates dynasties or destroys franchises. Former Lakers player Markieff Morris recently claimed LeBron could play until age 46, saying on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, "That's for a fact, that's factual. He's 42, and he's still having the best years of his career." If Morris is correct, pairing James with Antetokounmpo could create the most dominant front-court combination in recent memory. At the center of every Lakers trade rumor sits Austin Reaves, the undrafted guard who has become both their most valuable trade asset and most beloved player. His emergence from obscurity to averaging 20.2 points, 5.8 assists, and 4.5 rebounds on efficient shooting has made him the poster child for Lakers' development success. Zach Buckley's proposed trade sending Reaves and a 2031 first-round pick to Dallas for Derek Lively II and Caleb Martin highlights the uncomfortable reality facing Los Angeles. As one executive told ESPN's Tim Bontemps, Reaves will get $30 million plus on his next contract, potentially pricing him out of the Lakers' long-term plans. The Dallas connection makes strategic sense, given Lively's established chemistry with Luka Doncic and his defensive potential. Lively averaged 8.7 points and 7.5 rebounds, while providing the Mavericks with exactly the kind of rim protection and pick-and-roll partnership that could benefit Los Angeles. But trading Reaves would represent more than just a basketball transaction. It would signal the end of one of the most inspiring underdog stories in recent Lakers history. The 27-year-old has become synonymous with hustle, heart, and clutch playoff performances that have endeared him to a fan base desperate for authentic connections to their team. The Lakers' dilemma represents everything wrong with modern NBA roster construction. They're simultaneously trying to maximize LeBron's remaining championship window while building for a post-James future, two objectives that are fundamentally incompatible. Trading for Giannis would represent the ultimate win-now move, creating a super team capable of competing with any roster in the league. But it would come at the cost of literally every future asset, leaving the franchise barren once both superstars inevitably decline. Conversely, holding on to Reaves and their draft capital represents prudent long-term planning, but essentially concedes that LeBron's championship window has closed. For a franchise built on winning championships and honoring legendary players, that admission would be devastating. As training camp approaches, the Lakers face increasingly urgent decisions about their identity and direction. LeBron James won't wait forever for championship reinforcements, and Reaves won't remain affordable much longer. Every day of indecision brings them closer to the worst possible outcome, losing both their present competitiveness and future flexibility. The Bronny trade rumors, while seemingly minor, represent the kind of creative thinking necessary to navigate these treacherous waters. Moving him to Boston could provide valuable draft compensation while removing a potential source of locker room tension. But the real question remains whether Lakers management has the courage to make truly franchise-altering moves. Trading Reaves for Giannis would require admitting that their current roster isn't championship caliber while simultaneously betting everything on two aging superstars. The Lakers have built their reputation on bold moves and championship ambitions. Now, they must decide whether they have the stomach for one more all-in gamble or the wisdom to finally prioritize their future over their past. These aren't just trade rumors. They're glimpses into the soul of a franchise at a crossroads. The decisions made in the coming weeks will define not just this season, but the entire post-LeBron era in Los Angeles. What do you think the Lakers should do with Austin Reaves? Should they trade him for a superstar or build around him for the future? Drop your thoughts below and hit that like button if you think this franchise is about to make or break their championship dreams.